Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. I have stuffed my cat in the house. Little bugger, she like runs under your vehicle and stuff, right? So. Well, snippity snip, 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 snippity snip, snip, snippity snip, snip, snipping, snip, snip, grass. So it's going to be the first major grass cutting of the season. Oh, my first grass cutting. So I got Snippy Shark and Nippy Shark, my weed whackers in the back there. I did have to remove one basket of tools out of the car to get, or my truck here, to get everything in. There's still bird poop on there. It's not supposed to be on there. Oh, so Polly and I are gonna work for I think it's the second or third time we worked together this year. No, we must have worked together before. Yeah, no, it was about, yeah, no, because we did snow removal and everything there. Last time though, we did the parking lot cleaning with that powered cleaner. Yeah. All right, Q&A time. Somebody asked me, I guess because I was complaining and whining about how sorry I'm. Today I'm not too bad, but I was on the hill yesterday with the chainsaw. I'll tell you all about that. You'll get some laughs out of my chainsaw adventure from yesterday. Didn't do too bad. Place is looking good. But somebody else said, Reg, when can you draw pension? And I'm like, I got a comedian in the comments. Kidding aside. No, I'm like 16, 17 years away from being able to draw that. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna live that long. like 16, 17 years. I didn't even want to think about it, you know, like you have to apply like years in advance. Like, so when you're 60 or I think 62 or 63, you apply so you get it when you're 67. Like, it's really dumb. Because there's Quebec pension plan, and then there's, you know, Canada pension plan, right? And I'm sure by the time I make it to 67, they're gonna, you know, push retirement back to 107. What they do is they take these people that work in like office buildings all their lives and stuff like that, and, you know, I'm 85 and I'm still on my bicycle, and oh, you know, it's too soon to retire. Yeah, fuck you. I can retire today. You know, you're not doing the hard labor. Like, the people that don't do hard labor, they're like, oh, I wish I could just work and work. Fuck you. You know, it's like, we're fucking worn out, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not anticipating too much for retirement. I'm on the Work Till You Die program. My manual life, in 2008, I lost 20 grand on that. Last company I worked for in the city, basically it was a certain amount you could take out and a certain amount's locked in. What I got left is all locked in till I'm 65. So I can't touch that pension at all. So considering the health of the economy, which is, you know, bad around the world, I'm sure those pensions are going to get sucked up by the world elites pretty friggin' fast. So if it's there when I retire, great. If it doesn't, everything I've invested in and I've gotten out of it. So I was already able to do that. So I lost 20 grand and went down to about 5 grand. And then when it went back up to about 19 grand, I took out, I had 6,600 over a 7.5 year period invested in it. And I mainly did it to get tax break, you know, through the RSPs, right? And that worked. And then I was able to take out about 10 grand out of it. And it's like, okay, at least I got my initial investment out. You know what I mean? And then I left the rest in. I don't know what it's at right now. They only send me a statement once a year. And I had an account with them where I could check on it on a daily basis, but then they had like problems with their, you know, people being able to log into their accounts, and I haven't checked it since. So it's kind of like one of those things that, yeah, I don't know where it's at right now. But I'm leaving it in there till, you know, in hopes that there might be something there. But, you know, even if it's like 20 grand, like how much is 20 grand gonna leave, you know, what are you gonna get, like spread it out like $100 a month until you die or something? I don't know, like, or, you know, like just take the lump sum. Like when I'm 67, 20 grand's not gonna be a year's income. That's gonna be like 3 months income or something. You know, like you gotta think about where the inflation's going, right? Like every 6 years, your money halves. That's what it's been since the 1970s. So what you can buy now, if you have 100 grand in the bank right now, in 6 years it'll be worth about 50 in spending power, right? Maybe even less because of the way things are going. It is so crazy what's happening. But anyway, my bear there today, he was out. Did you guys see the little bear in the video? Did you get to see him? I know I should have probably actually stopped, but I was worried about traffic coming up behind me and stuff like that. But he was right there. It's like I should have taken him to work with me. You know, have him sitting on the seat there, little bear. It was a good size bear. He's probably about 2 years old. Wasn't a big, huge bear, but he was big. You know, big enough that you probably couldn't go up and give him a kick in the ass and not expect to die. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so yesterday I did 5 hours of chainsawing with, well, not just solid chainsawing, but worked with my 2 saws yesterday, clearing that side hill, and met the new client. And the new client basically 2 houses down from where I was. That one I'm going to be able to probably do most of it with just my brush cutters or my pruning shears. But definitely going to have to. Definitely going to have to get the what you call it, the pole arm chainsaw. I was hoping this weekend to be able to get my trucks ready to get taken away so I can use that money to buy a pole arm chainsaw, and then the other money to maybe pay down the credit card or put towards the brush cutter, right? So thing is like I got so much stuff that I want to get, I have to pace myself how I get it, right? So, and then I don't want to just buy work tools, and I don't want to just buy toys, right? Like I want to get something in between, because I don't really have disposable income to buy the things I want to buy. You know what I mean? Like I never have enough to pay for it all. So that's why I put it on the credit card. But I pay things down way faster than, you know, like I never do minimum monthly payments. I always do like, you know, 2 to 4 times the minimum payment, sometimes more, you know. But what will be good is my next credit card payment, that'll effectively pay off my chainsaws. You know, like the $2,001 and whatever odd cents that I had on the chainsaws, right? And I'm sure as of yesterday, my chainsaws, it was job number 14 or 15 with it. Now, mind you, I haven't been like working full days with these chainsaws since November. I got them and I just did like, you know, now half an hour here, 45 minutes there, whatever. The past couple of jobs have been kind of like, okay, you're there for the day. But I'm sure these my chainsaws have paid for themselves at least once. Now going forward, I got, well, I've got work for those things all summer, basically. Yeah, I got at least 5 trees lined up. I got another 2 trees that fell across the path and stuff like that. So that I gotta try to get those next week if I can. But what I'm getting at is that they pay for themselves fast once the season starts rolling, right? So the pole arm chainsaw, it'll probably pay for itself fairly quick as well, right? So my goal this year is, you know, if I can get 2 major tools a year, that's pretty good. If I can get 3, that's awesome. You know, if I get 4, that's phenomenal. You know what I mean? But like I was saying to my dad last night, like, you know, like for me to try to fix up old stuff, you know, like I don't want to spend $100 to save 10. Where it's like, okay, I got this chainsaw for like a quarter of the price, but it breaks down every second job and you're trying to mess with it on the job. No, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. I'd rather pay full price and some and just earn it back, because the stuff earns itself back fast enough that it doesn't make sense to buy tools that are not reliable. You know what I mean? If you get a really good deal with something, you have other tools, like my $60 whipper snipper. That was just a good, that thing's still going. Past 2 years, I only paid $60 for it. I got lucky. But like, for example, I would have got Trecon, that Husky 272. Would it still be running? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it had problems when I got it, so that's why I didn't buy it. But it would have only been $400. Sure, that's about 1/4 of what I paid for my chainsaw. But my new chainsaw has a 2-year warranty on it. You know what I mean? So if something does go wrong with it, I can. The only problem I'm having with my chainsaw is every time I start it, it's a different temperature outside. So it's like I have to reclimatize it, and I usually don't reclimatize it, so it makes it hard to start till you climatize it, right? And then but it's close enough that I don't bother. But I'm going to start doing that. It's the M-Tronic, so once you climatize those suckers, they run perfect. There's no messing around with carburetors and stuff like that. But when you get like one day is like -4 and the next day is like +21, like you're going to need an adjustment. But that said, how did yesterday go? Well, I fell one tree. I did 4 mishaps yesterday. I fell one